If you think Facebook and Instagram are actually about keeping in touch with family and friends, or oohing and ahhing cute animal pictures, then I'm sorry to tell you, you're wrong. They're really about making money. And if you want to share in the billions on offer, then you need to get on board now. As you'll see, anyone can be a star, and a highly paid one at that. You just have to accumulate lots of followers. If you can do that, you'll become what's known as a social media influencer, and companies will then literally throw cash at you to promote and advertise their products. It's the closest you'll get to seeing money grow on trees. It's a pretty darn good way to make a living. Wearing a bikini, Natasha Oakley posts at least one photo of herself every day on her Instagram account. This daily ritual has made her famous, with almost 2 million followers, who in turn have made her very rich. How did Bikini a Day begin?
So naturally, it's not even funny.
Actually, it is funny, and Tash Oakley is laughing all the way to the bank, taking her piece of a $40 billion industry. She's a new breed of celebrity.
Let's go!
Ordinary people doing ordinary things, making money out of the mundane.
So hungry.
It's hard to believe, but these videos are connecting with a generation of millennials all around the world.
What I say to everyone is that it's not every day that you have the ability to influence millions of people.
I'll see you in your photos on Instagram.
Behind the selfies are a group of smart, savvy entrepreneurs known as influencers,
When it comes to tagging people,
who've used Instagram, Facebook and YouTube to turn their gimmicks into advertising gold. In this digital age, the more followers you have, the more attractive you are to businesses who want to sell their products, and the more money you make. Do you think your business would be where it is today without social media?
No, I don't think that my business would have even been able to have existed without social media. It has played a huge role in where I am today.
Here, go on my left, so my arm.
25-year-old Tash has become one of Australia's most popular influencers.
Thank you.
That's cute.
It was only a few years ago that she and her business partner, Devon Brugman, decided their mutual admiration for beaches and bikinis could lead to something more lucrative than just a summer holiday.
Devon grew up in Hawaii, I grew up in Australia. You kind of live in bikinis. You don't save up for shoes and bags, you save up for bikinis. So one night we just literally sat on our couch in LA and said, we need to start a blog that sort of everyone can relate to this, and every beach girl in the world can sort of understand, you know, wearing a bikini every day of your life is a lifestyle.
So nice today.
Good genes was a good start for Tash. Her dad was a champion surfer, her mum a former Miss Australia. Big brands now chase her to wear their products. And she does, posting photos of herself sashaying in different outfits at exotic locations. She's turned it into a business with high-profile modelling campaigns and her own line of swimwear and activewear.
I travel to amazing resorts and beaches all over the world. It would be very easy for me to just lay back and relax, but I have the work ethic and the discipline that I've always known, and I think that's what sort of gotten me to where I am today.
Can I ask how much you make out of Instagram?
No.
Is it a large number, a medium number, or a small number?
Can I ask how much you make?
No.
Oh, there we go.
Probably not as big as you.
Honestly, we have progressively been making more money over the years, but essentially all the money we make is going back into the business and the things that we're passionate about.
Cami Liz, that's Cami_Liz on all my social media.
There's even an annual convention where people learn how to be an influencer. I've found myself amongst 30,000 of them. It's called VidCon. And this one in Anaheim, California, is the biggest of its kind.
You know, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are not in the top 10 of the most admired celebrities among youth. It's YouTubers. 8 out of the top 10 are YouTube talent.
And then he just kind of trolled them back, and they're like, oh, wait, no, you're actually kind of a cool chick.
This is where Kim Kardashian or Tash Oakley wannabes come to meet internet idols and learn a thing or two about increasing their own followers to cash in.
How big is this world?
So big that someone could steal my idea and I wouldn't even care.
Oh, I was watching your live stream the other day.
One of those big YouTubers is an Australian known as Wengie.
Hey guys, it's Wengie. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, there's 3 million of us now. So now there's 3 million people to hug.
And that was a year ago. Wengie, whose real name is Wendy Aish, now has nearly 8 million subscribers on her YouTube channel.
I recently started recording my first album.
That's 8 million fans who tune in especially to watch her how-to videos every day.
Hey guys, it's Wengie here. Welcome
She
back to my
pontificates about everything, from love life advice
if you're gonna have relations with them.
back to school tips and quick, easy recipes.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think my highest video, I think it's about 35 million at the moment.
35 million. How do you get so popular?
The great thing about YouTube and the new media is we don't really get a choice as to whether we are popular or not. The public chooses. So I'm just glad that they kind of enjoy like what I put out and my vibe. Like I really love colorful things. I like being happy and optimistic.
And so do Wengie's fans, known as Wengie-corns, who've come to VidCon to see their hero, who, until now, they've only known behind the screen. She's a millionaire and a mega celebrity, but 31-year-old Wengie knows it could all change with just a few less clicks of the mouse.
It's one thing that people don't realize about YouTube is there's a lot of emotional instability as well. One day people love you, one day people hate you. It's a roller coaster ride of emotions.
Must be very stressful.
It is. There are times where it's like very, very stressful. I think it's more of a mentally challenging place to be in. So I'm okay with it ending tomorrow.
I was at the VidCon, and with all due respect, I had no idea who a lot of these huge stars are. Am I alone?
No, they don't know who the star next to them is.
Back in the old-fashioned days, Jules Lund was a TV star who travelled the world as a getaway presenter. But he's seen the light and now runs an app called Tribe that directly links businesses with influencers. How much money can people make out of it?
There's some that are just making millions and millions. Those superstars in Australia, I would think they'd be able to command around $20,000 to $30,000 per image.
Per image?
Yeah. This is yours, Pete. So you've got 70,000 followers.
Jules is showing us how this new form of advertising can work using my Instagram feed.
Anything I shouldn't be showing people at home?
Nah, it's all fairly G-rated here.
All right.
Except for the 4X Gold.
So, but that's my point, 4X Gold. So that's so valuable to 4X Gold. So 70,000...
They didn't pay me any money, by the way.
70,000 people. No, that's because it's natural, and that's what an Instagram feed should be doing. Like, you shouldn't be doing it for money if you're not willing to do it for free, because this is the new evolution of influence. This is really where it's going.
Real people.
That's when advertising becomes more authentic than we've ever seen. And that's what's really exciting about this.
Hey everyone!
And if you're Aussie travel influencer Lauren Barth, you've got a lot to be excited about.
Where are we going?
We're going to the jetty. The jetty is very photogenic.
We're on something called an Insta-meet, and I'm following her followers.
Sunset. Good
Sometimes
colour.
I find that there's too many of them, though.
Too many
Sunsets.
sunsets.
Yeah.
Come on.
So I'm
never.
very sparing with my likes. I ration them out, you know.
Do
I can't just
you?
go liking willy-nilly.
An Insta-meet is a chance for some of Lauren's 460,000 followers to get together and learn about the perfect shot. Because for Lauren, the world of influencing isn't just about the money.
I never got into Instagram to get something out of it. I did it because I liked it. And I love the people, the community, the sharing of the images. I love discovering photography through the app, and everything that happened because I was so genuine, and it was a good start.
Lauren used to be a chef, But in 2011, she discovered Instagram, which was then in its early days. She quickly recognised its potential, so she tossed in her job and now gets paid 10 times what she was earning to travel the world and post pictures of her adventures. She promotes cities and states, basks in luxury resorts, and visits some of the most photogenic holiday destinations on the planet. When did you start being able to make a career out of Instagram?
I was making enough money to sustain myself, probably 6 months after I quit my job. And within 12 months, I was making more money than I earned as a chef.
And that's doubled since then? Tripled? Quadrupled?
More.
Really?
And it's growing every year. And there's so many other projects and endeavours that I work on, and that enables me to have a very good income.
But it's not all picture perfect. With influence comes notoriety and questions about how much of it is real. Tash Oakley regularly finds herself splashed across the tabloid websites accused of photoshopping. Have you ever photoshopped an image?
I have not photoshopped an image.
Never?
No, I have not photoshopped an image. But in saying that, there is no way that I can say that no one's ever photoshopped an image of me.
Are any of the images that have been uploaded onto your Instagram account photoshopped?
No.
So they are
Unless they're from like a magazine or something where another person has sort of controlled that.
How do you take the perfect shot?
It's all about lighting, it's all about angles. And yeah, we know our angles, we know how to pose for a photo. We're like any model in the world, I guess. I don't like to say I'm a model, but essentially I am.
You have a good side and a bad side?
Oh yeah, the right side.
How would you know? How would you know that? I'm
You
looking
just
at you and it
know.
looks, what's wrong with your left side?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's literally just like as a woman, you're like, that's my side.
Best-selling product.
Left side, right side, or back side, it all sounds simple, but becoming an influencer doesn't just happen overnight.
The shot of it is so
Jules Lund thinks the secret to Tash Oakley's success is that she took time to build her digital empire.
You can't see Tash Oakley and Lauren Bath and go, right, I'm now going to become an influencer. It's built up over years. In other words, those people that have influence earned it by simply giving something of themselves every day. And they were doing that for years before there was even any whiff of money to be shared with them. And that influencer marketing is built on that passion, because you can't just go out there and buy influence.
But there's hope for us all. Apparently anyone with more than 3,000 Instagram followers or YouTube subscribers is classified as a micro-influencer, which means you're valuable to a brand and there's money to be made.
Technology has exploded, and all of a sudden, brands can fill a campaign with 30 or 40 micro-influencers for the same price as building a campaign with someone with 1 million followers. And who better to create content that the consumers love than the consumers themselves?
Cute.
Do you think Instagram or social media outlets like it have a shelf life?
I don't really see going anywhere because people are so drawn to it, and I think that essentially people are wanting more. They want to travel the world. They want to feel inspired, and I think that that's going to be something pretty hard to get rid of.